Let's have an example. This time we are going to find for the solution set of 2x minus 5 all over x minus 5 that is less than or equals to 3. We have some steps to follow. First is to write the equality in a single rational expressions on the left-hand side of the inequality and 0 on the right-hand side of the inequality. Ang ibig lang sabihin nun, itong nasa kabila, gagawin po natin 0, tapos ito naman po ililipat natin dito. So that would become, since that is positive, magiging negative kayo, nag-rotate ng minus. Then ito naman po, we have our final equivalent to zeros. Then, next natin na steps is to find the LCD. The LCD ay gagawin po nating multiplier. Kaya po, ang nangyari ay ganito. So, our LCD mismo, since wala naman pong ibang number, is just x minus 5. Mumultiply natin sa kanila both sides of the equation. So, kung ito po is mumultiply natin dito sa kabila, magkakancel doon po ito, makakancel po ito. Ang matitira yung 2x minus 5 na lang. Kaya meron tayo dito. Then, kung i-multiply din po ulit natin ito sa kanyang equations, that is x minus 5, which is our LCD kanina, multiply po natin dito sa negative 3. Ang magiging result is we just multiply that, that's negative 3 multiplied by x minus 5. Kinopya lang po natin yan. Pagkatapos natin gawin yan, of course, since meron pa rin tayo ditong denominator, kailangan po natin i-simplify yung given problems natin. So, combine po natin like terms. And to solve that, ang mangyayari ay ilalabas muna natin ito sa kanyang parentheses. So, we have here negative 3 multiplied by x, that's negative 3x. And negative times negative, that's equals to positive. Ito po yun. Then, 3 times 5, that's equals to 15. So, we just copy the denominator. Then, after natin ito, ay simplify natin. Combine like terms. Itong dalawa, pagsasamahin natin, kaya po ang lumabas is negative x. And yung 15 at saka 5, yung sign ng 15 is positive, yung sign ng 5 is negative. Subtract lang natin. Mas mataas yung sign ng 15, kaya po ang natira is 10, that's positive. Then kopyahin na po natin yung kanyang denominator. Next is to have our step number 2. We're going to get the meaningful numbers. Set both the numerators and denominators equal to 0. Then solve. Test the meaningful number. So, tatlo ang gagawin natin. Una ay kukuhanin po natin yung kanyang numerator as x minus negative x plus 10 is equals to 0. Then, kukuhanin po natin kanyang value. And for that, that is x is equals to positive 10. Bakit po? Pag nilipat po natin dito sa x, magiging positive, kaya po ang ating x magiging 10. Then, pagkatapos kuhanin yung value ng x, next is to test yung 10 po ba isa solution. So, palit lang natin yung 10 na nakuha natin dun sa original equation. Dito po, sa original equation, ito po yun. Palitan natin yung x nun ng 10. Then, simplify natin. So, this will become 20 minus 5, that's equals to 15. Dito naman po, 10 minus 5, that's equals to 5. So, ito po will become 15. So, 15 divided 5, that is equals to 3. And 3 is less than or equals to 3. So, check. Pag tama ang ating pong sagot, ang ibig po sabihin nun, yung 10 na nakuha natin dito as the value of our x ay solution ng given equation. So, ibig sabihin nun, meron natin yung isang solution. Dahil true yung kanyang naging sagot. Pero pag false, that's not the solution. Then, kuhanin natin yung kanyang next denominator naman. Katulad ng ginawa dito, ang denominator po natin, we're going to let this denominator be equals to 0. That's equals to x minus 5. That's equals to 0. Then, lipat lang natin si 5, kaya yung x natin is equals to 5. Pagkatapos nun, gagawin ulit natin ito. Papalitan lang natin yung 10 ng 5. Kaya ang mangyayari, that's equals to x is equals to 5. Palitan natin ng 5. Ito po ay magiging 10 minus 5. That's equals to 5. Then dito, 5 minus 5 is equals to 0. Ang lumabas is 5 over 0 is less than or equals to 3. Since ito po is cannot be divided, ang nakuha po nating sagot is undefined terms, and therefore yung 5 is not a solution of the given problem. So pag undefined, there's no solution, ibig sabihin nun, hindi siya kasali sa solutions natin. Let's proceed. So ang ating pong nagamit kanina na value ng x ay ang 5 at saka yung 10. Dito po sa atin pong ginawang solutions kung saan nakuha po natin ang kanilang value sa pamamagitan ng numerator at saka denominator when we let our numerator and denominator be equals to 0. So nakuha po natin yung 10 at saka 5. Let's step number 3. After na magawa po natin yan, ay separate natin yung number or the interval using the number line found in step number 2. Yun po yung 5 at saka 10. So gagawa po tayo ng number line. Tinahatin po natin, ilalagay po natin si number 5 at saka si number 10. Para mas madali, not unlike sa isang example natin, maglalagay po tayo dito ng A, B, or C. Ibig sabihin nun, ang ating pong interval ay principal tatlo. Then, after na magawa po natin yan, na-separate na po natin sila, ay kukuha tayo ng test value ng A, B, C. Ibig sabihin nun, yung number na less than 5, kukuhanin natin, yung number na sa pagitan ng 5 at saka 10, at saka yung number na nasa greater than 10. So, tatlo ang test value natin. Unahin po natin yung test value ng number that is 5. O, yung 5 kaagad kasi siya po yung nakuha natin kanina for A. So, for A, the test value of 5, ibig sabihin nun, ang gagamitin natin yung mas mababa sa kanya. So, kunyari, ang gagamitin natin is 3. Any number na pwede po natin magamit basta less than 5, pwede pong negative. Ito, ang gagawin po natin is just to have a number 3, ang tinitingnan naman natin yung magiging possible sign ng ating number. Kung sila po ba is magiging equal or not. So, nung nilagay ko yung 3, ang lumabas po ay mangyayari, pag nag-test po tayo, substitute natin yung 3 na atin pong ginamit, that's equals to 2 times 3, that's equals to 6, minus 5, nandito yung 5. Then, yung sa baba, subtract lang natin. Tingnan natin kung equal or less than to 3 pa rin po sila. Ang lumabas is, tama ang lumabas kasi ang kanyang naging is 1/2. So, this will become 1. 6 minus 5, ito naman po is negative 2. Therefore, ang kanyang naging sagot is negative 1/2 is less than or equals to negative 3. Pag true, ibig sabihin nun, siya ay kasali sa interval and that is problem. So, kasama siya sa solution. Kasi po, that's less than or equals to negative 3. Pero kung naging greater than, so that's not included in the solution. Next, after natin na magawa yung A, test natin yung B, yung nandito sa B, yung nasa gitna. Ibig sabihin nun, nasa pagitan ng 5 at saka 10 ang gagamitin natin. Ang gagamitin kong number ay 7. Tandaan, kahit anong number naman po ay pwede po natin gamitin. Ang mahalaga po doon, pag lumabas ang ating result or sagot, ay dapat ang sagot natin less than, kung ito po ay solution less than sa tabi, pero kung hindi, so maaaring greater than. So let's find out. So kung papalitan ko po yung ating original equation doon sa previous, ng 7 magiging 14 minus 5 magiging 9, tama. So kaya po, pag pinalitan po yon, magiging 14 minus 5, that's equals to 9. Ito naman po, 7 minus 5, that's equals to 2. Kaya ang mangyayari, 9 over 2 is a false statement. Bakit po? Pag dinivide po natin yung 9 sa 2, ang sagot nun is 4.5. So that is less than or equals to 3. That's greater than, kaya mali. Ang ibig sabihin nun, yung 9 over 2, yung 7 na ginamit natin, it's not a part of the solution. Kasi nga po, ang kanyang result is greater than. Dapat ang kanyang maging sagot is less than. Now, tapos na tayo sa B. Dito tayo natapos. Ang gawin naman po natin yung sa C. Ibig sabihin nun, yung numbers na gagamitin is greater than 10. Pero mas maganda, yung pinakamalapit na gagamitin. So, gagamitin ko po ngayon yung 12. Pwede naman pong 11. Nasa inyo po yun. How about yung 12 ang gagamitin ko po? So, if I multiply this will become 24 minus 5, 19. Eh kung titingnan natin, that's 24 minus 5, that's equals to 19. That's 19 over 17. Pag divide po natin yung 19 over 17, ang kalalabasan po nun is 2 point something. And that's 2 point something is less than or equals to 3. To make it exact, kung kukuhanin natin yung kanyang maging eksaktong sagot ng 19 divided by 7, ang kanyang maging sagot is 2.74. So, mas mababa pa rin siya or equals to 3 and therefore, tama. Ang ibig lang sabihin nun, yung 12 is a part of a solution of the given inequalities. Now, natapos na po natin gawin ang atin pong tatlong test from A, B, and C. Pagkatapos po natin gawin yan, final answer na kagad tayo. Para makuha yung final answer natin is titingin tayo sa atin pong interval na nagawa. And that interval, yun po yung 5 at saka yung 10. So, unahin po natin yung malaking number since ito po yung sets of number 10 onwards ay ilalagay po natin dito as number 10. Union, yung simple na ganito, ang ibig sabihin union or that's pagkatapos po natin ilagay yon, yung atin pong next number is 5. Then, lahat ng numbers na nasa left side ng 5 is negative infinity and therefore kasama po siya sa solution. Next ay pagsasamahin 10, of course, po yun. Then, maglalagay lang po tayo ng infinity. Pagkatapos natin ng 5, yung kabila, going to the left side, it's negative infinity. Sa kabila naman is positive infinity. Kasi nung tinest natin kanina ng 12 ay true. So, that is equals to negative infinity union 10 plus positive infinity. Ito na po ang ating magiging final answer. Good luck. Have a nice day.